Hi, it's Rue, and I know I'm at NAMM, but I found a really passionate, interesting person who I thought was an actor or a model, but he's a dance choreographer, which totally makes sense because you do look very fit. What is your name?
BiLL, LaNdRuM, LaNdRuM.
Nice. And are you always from LA?
No, I've worked in Europe a lot. I lived in Paris for 5-6 years, but the bulk of my film work, television work was here in Hollywood, yeah.
Wow. So
I did do a lot in Europe, but mainly here.
Can you say some of the things that you worked on?
Oh, film-wise, I did the Big Lebowski, Basic Instinct, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I could go on and on and on.
That's pretty amazing. Do you know there's a store in New York called the Big Lebowski?
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. They have analogs and books, and
Yeah.
it's like one of the biggest cult films ever.
The guy was on our show, and
The guy, meaning...
that has the store on Thompson Street in New York City.
Yeah, I think they even had some footage of Jeff Bridges going to visit that store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw.
Wow. So where'd you study dance?
I've studied all over the world. I did a lot of classical training in Europe, and then here I always mixed it with contemporary dance, modern, Martha Graham technique in particular, and modern dance. And of course, working in film and television, you do a lot of jazz. Because as a young kid, I grew up on musicals. So, there was Gene Kelly and...
Singing in the Rain.
Right. In fact, one of my first big TV shows was with Stanley Donen, who directed Singing in the Rain. So that was like a dream come true, working for this guy. We did a MoonLiGHTinG episode with Bruce Willis and...
Sybil Shepherd.
Yeah, except the dance sequence we did was with Sandal Bergman. It was called, and Billy Joel wrote the music. It was Man on Mulberry Street.
I lived on Mulberry Street.
Really? Oh, how fun.
I did. So what'd you think of Moira Shearer and the red shoes?
Well, when I was younger, we were all fascinated by it because the story, it's so dramatic, She put on the shoes and you dance yourself crazy.
Right. My daughter used to watch it over and over when she was a little girl. She was so mesmerized by that movie. It just...
Well, it inspired a lot of people later who, like even Toni Basil, I remember, was inspired by it to do some of her early video work, because it was dance and film. And yeah, it influenced me, definitely.
Wow. So who are the dancers that mostly influenced you?
Oh, there we would have to have a long list because it depends on what kind of dance.
Do you do ballet too?
Oh, yeah. My favorite thing always is doing a ballet bar. It just sort of like, once I do that, then you can ask me, how are you?
So you mean like, does it really lengthen your spine and make you walk with a broom up your butt? That's what I always thought ballerinas...
It's movement medication. Yeah, it is medication.
It is.
And meditation at the same time. It's like the minute you put your hand on your bar, because in classical dance, you always have a routine. You have your pliés, your tendus, your dégagés, everything follows suit. You have variations on the theme, but there is a suit. So you can take whatever kind of classical ballet, be it Cecchetti or Royal Ballet or Russian, any country you want, and there's the plié, the tendu, the dégagés. And once you do those routines, it connects your body. You feel like you're alive,
I think, yeah.
Especially when you grow up doing that. It's like 2 or 3 days of not doing a ballet bar and you miss it. Your body goes, hey, what about me,
Do you do any other things like yoga?
I've never been into yoga that much, but I do a lot of martial arts, Qigong. I love martial arts, and...
How strong are your abs?
Pretty strong.
Like more than Superman, right?
I never even think about them. They're there for me when I need them.
Do you suck them in and you don't even realize?
No. I don't have to do that.
They just suck in on themselves?
I just have to watch and when I'm in Mexico, not to have too much cheese and tortillas, Keep that midline off.
Yeah, because you look pretty fit. So do you have a special diet? Do you eat everything?
I eat everything, but I do, like everything, I have a balance. If I drink 3 days in a row, I usually take 2 days and don't drink.
How'd you get like that? Were you born that way?
I just listen to my body. If I'm not feeling that well, I know I shouldn't drink that day.
Good for you.
Or sometimes I say, God, I need a steak. My body wants a steak. And then I don't eat it for 6 months.
Oh, I love the way you think. I think that the world should run like that.
Well, there's a lot of messages inside if you listen to them.
But you're disciplined. Did dance teach you all this, do you think?
Well, people always talk about discipline, but I don't know. I just always loved doing it, so therefore it's not a discipline.
How old were you when you started dance?
I was professional by the time I was 13.
Holy crap. Where were you born?
I was born actually in Bakersfield, California. My father worked in the oil fields there during World War II. I'm not as, I'm quite old, you see.
That's okay. But you look, I mean, you actually, if we could bottle you, I think a lot of people would buy it.
That's very kind, very kind.
It's true. So you grew up in California, and what made you go to dance?
Well, the first introduction to dance when I was about 11 or 12 was in junior high school. I had a girlfriend who was chosen to be one of the snow children in the movie Carousel. And
Gigi? Leslie Caron?
no, Carousel. That was Shirley Jones and Gordon McRae. There's Oklahoma Carousel.
I love Oklahoma.
Hammerstein musicals. And she was one of the snow children, and she got out of school for 2 weeks. And I became a celebrity because I was the boyfriend. I picked her up from dance school one day, and they said, "Are you here to take class?" And I said, "Well, why not?" And that started it. I never left the studio after that.
Wow, so it just like found you.
Found me, yeah.
That's great. Wow, that's amazing. So what do you do now?
I'm retired since 5 years, and I live most of the time in Mexico. And I feel like I've done it. I've had my career. I've done just about everything I wanted to do, and now I love learning languages and living in foreign.
So hablas español?
Sí, habla español y francés también.
And parlez-vous français?
Oui, je parle français.
What else?
That's about it.
That's
French,
enough.
Spanish and English.
That's a lot.
When I'm in a country, usually after a couple of weeks I can pick up enough to get by, but the ones I speak fluently are Spanish and French. Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. So when's your birthday?
January 10th. I just had it.
Wow.
2. Yeah.
Good for you.
72.
Yeah, but you feel great.
Yeah.
You're a young 72. Feel aches and pains anywhere?
Well, that's why I do ballet class every day to see where I'm at. You wake up, you're a bit stiff, but fortunately a little massage, a little movement, it works it all out.
That sounds about right. So, like, I'm ReW, and I host a show called ReW and Who, and we like to... ReW.
ReW, all right.
And we like to ask for a skeleton from your closet. Do you have any, like, good stories of, over those 72 years of, like, a little something naughty?
Concerning a celebrity or something?
Whatever, that would be fine.
Well, yeah, you could say when I did MoonLiGHTinG, we used to get off on Bruce Willis calling Sybil Shepherd Godzilla. Because she truly was. She was the most difficult person in the world to work with. That's a naughtiness. I can tell you other stories, but that works. Especially because she doesn't work much anymore. So we don't have to worry about her career.
No. But she got in from, I think, Peter Bogdanovich anyway, right?
That was her boyfriend at the time. Yeah.
See, I know a little bit, right? Carousel I messed up, but I did think Leslie Caron did something like that. Maybe I'm thinking...
No, Leslie Caron was... Gigi, and what was the other one? American in Paris, I believe. Yeah, American in Paris.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I love musicals. They're my favorite thing.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for talking to me. And I want to grow up and be just like you.
All right.
I'm going to start taking ballet.
All right, good. Thank you.